welcome back to Crafting a Country Life. I'm Andrea, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you're going to see here, and hopefully we'll return back again to see more of my projects. I was working on a quick little project today, and I wanted to jump on and share that. I had made a recent trip to Dollar Tree, and I found... Let me just show you. These are masonite boards that came together. There's a set of 7 of these, and they spell out the word welcome, and they're attached together with just a simple satin ribbon. So I purchased all of these for $1.25 with the intention of altering them. So I am taking them apart. I'm taking the ribbon off carefully. The ribbons are stapled onto the back, as you can see here. So I'm pulling out the staples and just, saving the ribbon. I can use that for something. But I decided to turn these masonite hearts into these lovely little Valentines. And here's one that I made today. It's still wet, so hopefully I don't smudge the glitter on there. But let me show you the materials that I used to create this. I think it came out pretty well. I'm happy with it. And let me just carefully flip it over onto the back. It's covered in cardstock, and I just added an antique button on the back with some cream colored satin ribbon. So what I did was I took the board itself. This one has a little bit of burlap on it. So you just peel off the materials on the top, and then I just ran a little bit of sandpaper over it lightly and gave it a coat of paint. I used this folk art. It's called Seashell Pink, and I love this color. It's right in between a coral and a pale baby pink. It's so beautiful, and it goes with a lot of the collections that I have that tend toward the warmer pink tones, and I have other collections that tend toward the bluer pink range. So this goes really nicely with the warmer pink tones. So I've got this one here, and I love it. It's called, again, Seashell Pink by Folk Art. Very, very pale. It's really pretty. So I put a couple of coats of that onto the heart. And then I used papers from an older collection. This is really old. I got this at Tuesday morning. Oh, I don't know. Probably 3 years ago. And this is Lost and Found Market Street. I don't know, it might be still available on second seller sites, but who makes this one? Just trying to see. Designer paper pad. Oh, it's My Mind's Eye. It's a pad from My Mind's Eye, and it's very, very much a vintage. It has lots of light tones, pinks, mints, creamy beiges, and there's some little floral prints, so it kind of gives you a vintage or a shabby feel. And the papers are just so pretty in here. Greens. I love that plaid. It's got some glitter in it. So I used a couple of sheets from here just to kind of cut out the base for the heart shapes on the front and the back. And what I did is I just traced around the heart shapes onto the heart shape onto the cardstock, and then cut it out by hand, because I don't have a die that's exactly this shape. So you can see here the base piece here, and then over on the back again, just traced and cut out the masonite heart onto the cardstock. It was really easy, and glued that on. And then I used this die here that I've had this in my stash for a couple years. This is by queenacraft.com, and it has a beautiful 2-piece die in there. So I used the inner die here to cut out, if you can see this floral wreath, heart-shaped wreath that goes underneath all of the other ephemera. And then on top of that, I put a vintage sticker from Dover. I've had this sticker book for probably, I don't even want to say, I'm going to date myself here, about 20 years, maybe more. It's a Dover reprint edition of some Victorian Valentine stickers. So I cut that out and glued that on, and I added another little bit of cardstock here for a little fishtail banner, and a piece of old music paper, and then a little bit right over here. This is the, do I have that out? Oh yeah, right here. I just picked this up at Dollar Tree the other day. It's a pale coral colored, you know, that snow flocked tulle that they sell, and I don't have this color. I do have a pink, but this is more of a coral. So this I thought matched well with the pink tones in the cardstock that I use. So I put that up here in the corner, and then I just added a little piece of torn cotton fabric that I had in my stash. I added a string of pearls around the edge with hot glue, and some pink Nuvo Drops, and a tiny little bulb pin with these beautiful little beads. I got these last year at Valentine's Day time of the year at TJ Maxx Home Goods. So I picked that up then, and then I just put some of these beads onto the beautiful little pink bulb pins, which I think I got on AliExpress. They have different colors there you can order, and also on Amazon you can pick up the bulb pins in different colors. So that's on there, and then I just added glitter with a paintbrush. I've had this Sargent's glitter glue in my stash for probably 8 years, and it's still going strong. It was $2 when I bought it. It's just the nicest glitter glue. So I brushed that on with a paintbrush. And the adhesive that I used is called, this is Michael's product, Recollections Mixed Media Adhesive. I just picked this up yesterday with a coupon that I had. So it ended up costing me, I don't know, $3 and change. I wanted to see if it was as good as the Barely Arts glue, and I've been really happy with it. It's just as good. The only difference is it has a fine nozzle on it, which is great, but I know my tube of Barely Arts glue, I have an extra fine, removable, super fine tip that's metal that you can insert inside the cap. This doesn't have that, but for my purposes on this project, this tip is quite fine and really quite accurate and precision. So I'm very happy with this, given the price that that I paid. So yeah, so this I would recommend. This is a really nice glue if you're looking for something that's not quite as expensive. I know that the Nuvo glue is also very good, as is the Barely Arts glue. This is very good, excellent product, so I recommend that. And then of course the Nuvo that I used, the Nuvo Crystal Drops, is this pink, pale coral pink, very pale, just looking for the color. Crystal Drops Bubblegum Blush is the name of this one here. And again, it has a warmer pink tone to it. So it was perfect for this cardstock collection. And then just some bits and bobs from my tray, little vintage laces and buttons, and little crocheted pieces that I keep in here. So I just pulled from here. And this other little box as well, I have lots of vintage cut-off pieces and I just save them. I toss them into a tray or a bucket, and I save them, and then they become perfect fodder to add onto little embellishments and things. So there's rickrack in there, and string, and little bits of gauze, and papers, strips of paper, cast-offs, cut-offs. So yeah, so that's what I used. And then the sentiment on this heart that I made came from this collection by Simple Stories, Bits and Pieces, Simply Vintage, My Valentine collection. So that's what I used there. The other product I use, this is the Dollar Tree foam mounting pieces. So those work really well. They're very sticky, and I'm happy with those. So that is my project for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. And before I sign off, I just wanted to show you this. I found these at Dollar Tree, $1.25. These are parchment paper sheets that are wonderful for making your own glassine bags, or layering your paper crafts with. It's just a very fine, nice weight. You can also put mixed media on these and use them. And let me just pull one out so that you can see the size. And it does tell you on the box. I just thought this was a great price. There's 25 sheets of these. Very nice weight parchment. And they measure 15 inches by 10 3/4 inches each. And again, let me just show you the box in case you want to look for them. They were over in the tinfoil section, where they have plastic bags and tinfoil and that sort of thing. Yep, so that's a great product. I'm looking forward to using these. And I think that's it for today. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back again soon with some more project shares. Take care. Bye for now.